Hindi lahat madadaan sa usapan. How the lessons you want to share to others best expressed through actions and not by the buffer of words. Pag-usapan natin ang makatotohanang balanse sa pagitan ng salita at gawa. Each has its importance in gaining the result we want. Dahil sa katamaran, madalas na pinipili ilaan ang malaking parte ng oras sa pagbubunganga. Whether laziness or ignorance, all are not exempted from the effects they bring. Malunod ka ba naman talaga sa ginhawa ng pagsasalita mo, ay talagang itutuloy mo lang yan. You create an emotional impact with the words you choose that lasts in the meantime. Pagkatapos may masmasan, balik sa paghabol para maulit ang naramdaman na mukhang pag-usad. The overall evaluation shows that what you feel from thought expressions does not match the value of continuous executions. Sa tuwing bala ko turuan yung mga mas bata sa akin tungkol sa isang bagay, may napansin ako. The essence behind the actions I'm showing them creates more absorptions into their lives. May tulong ang mga sinasabi ko, hindi natin yan binabaliwala. But the tells tend to be forgotten compared to the do's of observed behaviors. Ang kawili-wili pang bagay tungkol dito ay ginagawa nila yon nang hindi namamalayan. Epekto sa akin? It forces me to put more effort into observing what I say and act while being around them. This is a classic example of children learning more from who you are than what you teach. May tsansang bumaba ang tiwala ng mga taong nakapaligid sa'yo kung mas marami pa ang sinasabi mo kumpara sa ginagawa mo. You are like inflating a balloon with your words until it pops in your face to realize that you are having a very long conversation. Sa pagbibigay mo ng mga halimbawa kung paano gawin, mas naiintindihan ng mga nakakakita. Appreciation for such wisdom is adopted naturally as it is presently executed around the observer. Nakakatulong ang paglagay ng limitasyon kung gaano kahaba lang ang kailangang ilaan na oras para sa pagsasalita. Even a fruitful debate, considering it is not all personal attacks on each other, which is not real debate, has a timer to avoid unnecessary talks. Kung ano yung pwede na, ilagay sa usap. The rest, invest to actions. Kapansin-pansin na ang sobrang usap ay nagpapalala pa ng sitwasyon. You're just performing self-stimulation through the chosen method of talking things out. Outcome? Hindi ka makatuloy sa paggawa dahil nabaon na sa sobrang teorya at kwentuhan. This further leads to more confusion about what to do due to the lack of seen results from the absence of executions. Akala mo nakakatulong ka sa kausap mo, yun pala, perwisyon na ang naging dating ng mga binibigay mong mensahe. It's better to be a computer because you're treating yourself to a clone of too much word bubbling. Hinahinay at baka pumutok na ang ulo mo sa kakabuelo. All things great should be well planned first, said one philosopher. Kung sinong pilosopo man yun, pilosopo talaga siya. Great things are the outcome of efforts by doing it, not simply by planning it well. Naiintindihan ko naman na huwag basta gawa ng gawa nang walang maayos na pag-iisip at usap. I've seen the laziness of others who have take it easy because of too much time left. Kahit hindi nangangandidato, pabor na lahat ng bagay ay madadaan daw sa maayos na usapan. Repeat this on and you will see the pattern. Plan before you do. O diba? Tama naman talaga, natagalan ng usap bago ang gawa. Is it? Sabihin ko na. Yes, we understand now that a plan through talk is important. And heavy action is more important. Nagtatrabaho sila ng magkasama para makamit ang nais na resulta. Here are 5 things to keep in mind to clear your mind to have a plan by taking action. 1. Present always. Kung isa ka sa mga taong mahilig lang pumili ng isa, hindi yan makakatulong dito. Talk to plan and act to produce should always be present in every situation to have acceptable results. Nagsasayang ka lang ng oras sa tuwing puro usap at plano ang ginagawa mo. Your efforts become messy because the outcome you produce may or may not be what you want. Kung akala mo bahala na si Batman sa mga mangyayari sa'yo, gumising ka na sa panaginip mo habang gising. Discussion and execution are not equal. They are complementary to one another. Hindi mapapanatili ang tuloy-tuloy na pag-usad papunta sa tunay mong patutunguhan kung isa lang sa kanila ang isasama mo. Do yourself a favor and have the two to gain trackable accomplishments. Pangalawa, timbangin ang dalawa. Spending your efforts and time equally for talk and action doesn't produce balanced results. Ang timbang sa pagitan ng dalawa ay laging nagbabago. Depende sa sitwasyon kung saan gagamitin. If an urgent outcome is needed, an immediate conversation to plan with careful execution should be held. Kung mataas ang panganib, masusing usapan para sa plano na may kasamang dahan-dahang pagsasagawa. How you move the slider for their importance should cater to the reasonable measurement. Ang timbangan na tinutukoy natin dito ay ang karunungan mo sa mga bagay na makakatulong sa sitwasyong nasa harap mo. That's why ignorant people cannot properly use talking and doing in every situation, while the knowledgeable ones utilize it efficiently. Nakasalalay sa kaalaman at karanasan mo kung gaano kaayos ang numero sa timbangan. Pangatlo, pakita ng gawa. Almost everyone doesn't care about you unless you've accomplished something. Ang pinaka-nakakasar ng tao ay yung puro dada pero wala namang nagawa. You're wasting your time and energy to focus on you by giving them useless talks. Siguraduhin mo na bago ka magsalita, may nasimulan o may naisip ka ng pwedeng gawin agad. This shifts the conversation to a more productive atmosphere, creating cooperation and a result-driven approach. Kahit sa mga ninuno natin, ganito na ang patakaran. Kaya nagagawa natin ng mga bagay na hindi nila kayang gawin noon. Then, why are there people who gain from just talking? Ang pamamaraan ay pagsasalita, habang epekto ay pagpigil o pagbagal sa ginagawa ng mga taong nakikinig. The action is transferred from doing to listening through attention caught by the talker applied to various monetizing schemes. Kaya nasabing hanap buhay, hindi usap buhay. Active, not passive. Number 4, iteration of 2. You can do talking to plan and acting to execute at the same time unless one is imprinted in your subconscious mind. Pagsalit-salitin mo ang dalawa nang paulit-ulit hanggang sa matapos ka. Enough conversation to prepare so you can work immediately. Sa kalagitnaan ng tinatrabaho mo, tignan mo yung mga pagkakataong pwede kang huminto para pag-isipan kung tuloy lang o baka may kailangan ng baguhin at idaan ulit sa usapan. This process will let you be more versatile in every situation which keeps you improving the plan-act methodology. Mga natutunan mo na galing sa nakaraang resulta ay makakatulong para maging mas mabuti ang kasalukuyan. You can now minimize the cost of stagnation from the stalking to confusion from too much performance. Pang-5, kilos na lang. Kung sa tingin mo wala na talagang patutunguhan ng usapan, gumawa ka na lang. This can help you put in motion and build momentum to create the desired result. Hindi din kasi laging usapan ang best na maging umpisa, kaya pwedeng gawa agad. Every situation requires a different approach, especially for those whose ignorance is present. Magtanong, magbasa, puntahan, hulaan, kahit anong pwedeng gawin, basta simulan. This is the best prevention for the common problem of everyone when starting new, unable to start. After you have the initial knowledge about it, you can start talking to form a plan and see possible actions moving forward. Kaya ano pang ginagawa mo? Kilos na. Kung sinisipag ka pa, i-share mo to sa kakilala mong tatamad-tamad. You can give it to them without context para naman madagdagan ng tulad mo na hindi puro boka. Tama ba? Thanks for watching.